Hey YouTube, welcome to Vlog2. As you can see, I've just had a shower. I had a shit earlier. The only thing I'm not having is a shave today. Let's get ready for some poker. Hiya. Right, let me tell you a little bit why I set up Evolving Poker. I, like you, have a passion. Some would say borderline obsession. My wife would say it's an affair. My mistress. You see, I really started playing poker as a recreational player, trying to win some extra money for the nicer things in life. I still am a recreational player, but I am a regular, as I know you pros talk about recreational players in a derogative term or manner. I knew about poker, but I really started playing after the Moneymaker won the World Series main event back in 2003. With Black Friday in 2011 and the uncertainty of the game's longevity, I started thinking of ideas basically to help the poker community grow. France, Portugal, Spain and Australia have either banned online or created their own player pools. We want these countries to rejoin the party. Until Evolving Poker joined Twitter and Instagram, we never realised just how popular poker still is. Iran is a country I never thought would be a poker playing community, but I was wrong. Poker, as we all know, is a game of skill. I don't know any other sport out there that you can win large sums of money for making the correct decisions. Win or lose, the decisions are in your hands and your hands only. Nobody can alter the final outcome except for yourself. There are countries that are so poor and the population have time to practice playing football, cricket, and eventually by practicing they become the best and they play for their country. If these countries were given the chance and introduced to poker, will the residents try and practice the game, and eventually more and more would come up and be top flight players? I'm sure they would if the opportunity was there for them. Let's spread the word. Oh, before I forget, I have one more thing to say. I've started vlogging as I wanted to document my way to WSOP 2020, as you all know. I'm giving away 20%, yes that's right, 20% to 10 followers, all having 2% each. If you follow us on Twitter, I'll say that again, if you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and like, retweet and comment on all the posts up until the date we start WSOP 2020, the top 10 communications calculated on all platforms, the top 10 communications calculated over all platforms will win. So if you don't already follow us on the other platforms, please do. So at this moment, I'm going to wish you good luck. Speak soon. Until next time, bye for now. In this hand, let's say hand 1, I'm dealt 2 beautiful looking ladies, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, on the button. Villain 3 to 8, fold, and that action is back on me. I bet £5. Villain 1 calls shortly after. Immediately, Villain 2 pushes his remaining stack over the line and is all in for £58. Is a 3 bet. The size of his bet, which is just over 11x my raise. He could have Ace King, Ace Queen and possibly Ace Jack offsuit and suited. Would he do this with a smaller pair? Not sure. But I'm going to put him on 10s plus. I elect to call as I don't want to price villain 1 out. Villain 1 decides to put his remaining stack into the equation as well. Now the pot is 274. I have to call 100 to win 374. Small part of me was saying fold, but majority was saying call. I asked a question about running it twice, and all the money needs to be in first, and then you can discuss how many times you want to run it. Naturally, villain 1 only wants to run it once, and that decision is final. Poor me, eh? This is hand 2. In this hand, I'm dealt Queen of Clubs, 9 of Diamonds under the gun. I'm first to act, so I raise to 5. I'm followed quickly by villain 1, who just calls. This is the same villain as in hand 1, where he slowed play King King and would only run it once. I'm not bitter, honest. I flop pretty well here. The flop comes down Queen of Spades, 9 of Clubs, Queen of Hearts. I elect to check, and if the villain pushes here, I will snap call him so fast he'll feel the tanginess of the tangoed, hoping he wants to start building the pot. And true to form, he takes the bait and bets £10 into a pot of 12. I think for a few seconds to see if I can repop his bet, but I sense he had already took the bait, and I was secretly pulling the line in without him knowing. I call the 10. The turn comes Ace of Spades. No point in betting here, as even if the flush gets there, it needs to be a royal. So I like to check. Villain chooses the amount of £20. I've now decided I'm going to call this and bet big on the river. The river is the Jack of Diamonds. Could it have helped the villain? This time I decide to lead and bet over pot at £132, hoping he's caught some of it. We get a customer. I'm happy with the play, but discussing the hand, he said he would have paid me off for more. Oh well, maybe next time. In this hand, I'm dealt 6-8 of spades in the small blind. Villain 2 folds. Villain 3 bets £3. Villain 4 to 8 fold. I call 2 more to see the flop. Villain 1 folds. The flop gives me an open-ended straight draw and a straight flush draw. I elect to build the pot and bet £3. He calls the 3 and now I put him on an ace. The turn, the flush completes with Queen of Spades. But is it any good? I check with the intention of check calling, but he does seem to want to fast play. I cannot go too mad here, so I call. The river is an inconsequential 4 of hearts. As it worked last time against villain 1, I decided to bet almost pot. Yes, I get the call. Thank you very much.